Welcome back. We're joined with Dr. Miles from People's Rising Academy. He's here with help for those who are suffering from chronic pain. Dr. Miles, chronic pain seems like a complex issue with many factors at play. Can you explain how does it develop?
Yep, you got it. So what we have here is a normal pain fiber. That's going to sense if you step on a nail, if you step on a rock, you're going to go ow, ow, ow. And what that looks like is you can see I put minus 70 down here. To make that say ow, you have to have plus 70 to say ow, okay? And then in a normal healthy cell, what happens is ow, 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 we'll just put ouch up here, and it kind of stalls out for a little bit, and then guess what? Your body goes way back down to a normal resting state, nothing is hurting, and everybody's feeling good. Now what you can see over here is this is a person with an underlying, what I talked about, living in the mist. There's a blood sugar issue. And with that blood sugar, this could be diabetes. This could just be some fad diet that you're doing that's causing your blood sugar to go up and down. Stimulation, lack of exercise, lack of movement. Oxygen, poor circulation and anemia. And then mitochondria, any type of autoimmune condition or food sensitivity or anything else, any underlying disease. So what happens is this normal healthy cell down here moves up to minus 40. So what's going on is now instead of minus 70, it only takes plus 40 to get pain. So let's just say this person steps on a penny or a small rock. Well, guess what happens? They go in pain and they say, ouch, okay? Well, what happens is, let's just say they have diabetes, they don't exercise, and they have an underlying anemia. So check, check, check. What happens as this person is trying to come back down so they're no longer feeling pain, these factors make this very hard to come down, so it's slow. And then all of a sudden, guess what? You step on another rock, and guess what has to happen? Ouch again. So you're sensing pain before you ever came back down to threshold of no pain. So then again, the body comes down, tries to come down, and ouch, ouch, ouch again. And you can see how the lack of the person's ability to come back down to where their cell feels healthy and it doesn't recognize pain is what's leading to chronic pain and fibromyalgia. So what happens is you get this upward trend and you never feel normal again. You're always in pain, and this pain can switch. And where People's Rising comes in is oftentimes what causes these things to happen is trauma. And those are the people we want to help. So with those traumatic events, oftentimes those traumatic events, the stress response, the hormone response, can expose an underlying autoimmunity, or it just leads to poor lifestyle choices because you lack the wherewithal of what you're doing because you're trying to get through what just happened. You're trying to get through the loss of a loved one, the loss of even a pet, or PTSD from a traumatic event in the past. And what happens is you lose your ability to be in touch with how your body's feeling. So again, blood sugar, you eat more poorly. Stimulation, you sit around, you don't exercise as much as you should. And then oxygen, when your heart's not pumping, you're not getting oxygen to the deepest parts of your body. And then again, all this stuff sits in the mist this whole time because of this trauma. And then all it takes is one instance of, ow, I threw out my back, and then it never comes back. You never remember what it's like to feel no pain. And then what happens is, right up here, you get sadness, sleeplessness, okay, and suffering. And with those, this is where the anxiety, depression, and the mental component of chronic pain differentiates it from regular pain, is you start to go a little bit crazy, per se, but you're not crazy. And these people are in pain, and they are suffering, and oftentimes their family suffers just the same, or if not more. So that's how you can recognize somebody with chronic pain.
And at People's Rising Academy, this is how you're helping. So by watching and learning today from Dr. Miles, you should certainly reach out if this definitely struck a nerve. And there are so many different ways. peoplesrising.org. You can text 44321, text PRA to that, and also email there as well. So thank you for continuing to come on and educate and to help those in our community. We truly appreciate it.
You got it.
All right. Next week, we will tune in for another episode of People's Rising Academy as we dive into some real life scenarios and what People's Rising Academy actually does to help those people rise back to their potential.